the PBs of these players.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it too, and I'm not into that playing times, but yeah, it's a Trident Tail first time in this tournament, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think they're going to be sent off pretty soon here. Alright, countdown going, and then we'll start on Ancient Lake, and we'll go from there. There's going to be quite a few neat out of bounds in this match. There's going to be, I believe, a total of 4 done by our competitors. Alright. Off we go.
Let's go.
Yep.
So we have the Plane Queen on the left side and Trident on the right side.
Yep. Trident is a proficient plane player in time trials. I know that for a fact. Peaks is, as you mentioned, she is known as the Plane Queen. She's very good at playing herself.
Oh yes, indeed.
So we saw Trident on lap 1 struggling, and lap 2 struggling to hit the zipper. That last zipper.
And miss again.
Yeah. So Peaks with a slightly faster second lap. Trident still looks to be holding a very, very, very slight lead. Peaks ignoring the ground zipper completely leaves them just about tied going out of this. There's about a 1 second difference on the timers. But we can see that these players are extremely close heading into Fossil Canyon.
Yeah.
Trident going for the barrel roll on to the zipper start. Fossil Canyon Plane is an extremely tough track. It's very punishing.
Both
Trident doing a good Trident and Peaks both playing this very well. Trident with a 1 second advantage on lap 1. He's doing a couple extra barrel rolls there. Oh, wow. A very, very harsh bonk, which actually sinks the players back up. Wow. That is what playing bonks does do to you. Right. Peaks having a slower triple, but Trident, just a little too inside, and he bonks.
So Peaks with the lead here, slightly lead.
Yep. But Trident also, wow, that speed at the end of the lap, he caught up completely.
Ooh.
Very well played by Trident. He did a restart by accident, so a slight menuing error. These players are very, very close to completely synced. Jungle Falls Plane is a fast but fun plane track. You're gonna see both players there trying to, grab that blue balloon and use it to go through the tunnel faster. Trident with a 2 second faster first lap compared to Peaks. Both I believe they're both kind of just opting for one barrel roll before the tunnel after you hit the zipper. Some players will opt to go for a double. We'll go for 2 barrel rolls. Where they'll barrel roll once.
They're a little bit careful.
Zipper. Yeah.
A little bit careful because of the nerves, maybe. But
yeah, for sure. And also doing a really harsh plane bonk in there again. Trident's already had a couple of bonks. He got a 53, which is a very rough run for him. He missed a bunch of zippers on the last lap. He missed, I think, all the zippers you have to hit. But now we are on to Hot Top Volcano, which I know is a track that Trident's extremely good at. This is our first out of bounds. You just saw Peaks do it herself.
Nice.
You grab this balloon, you boost, you barrel roll, and for some reason the terrain just kind of gives out at the lava floor and you go out of bounds. And there's checkpoints throughout this level, which is so interesting about this game. Is if you hit certain checkpoints out of bounds, it'll still think that you just completed a normal lap even though you're not even in bounds. As long as you hit the checkpoint triggers. You can see Trident has actually overtaken Peaks just because he's a bit quicker to do this out of bounds. He's going to get a 45, which is an excellent time.
Oh yes, that's really fast.
Yeah, and Pigs got a 53, it looked like, I believe.
Yeah.
And she also had no banana, so I think she might have just opted to do a different type of she might have boosted at the start. So this is Treasure Caves, and this is what I mean by neat and interesting out of bounds. So you have this out of bounds here that Trident got, and Pigs went for, but just barely missed. And so Pigs restarts her race because that is indeed faster than having to go all the way back around. Trident on lap 3 looking pretty good. He's gonna be able to just barrel roll this out and cross the finish line. Yep, I believe he got about a 37, 38-ish time. He extends his lead because of Pigs not exactly because Pigs had a bit of a rougher time there. But Pigs will also finish with a similar time to Trident, just had to restart. Now we're on to Frosty Village Plain, which is actually a course that Pigs is really good at. She, up until this week, she had held the world record for quite a long time. I don't know if I'm not sure if it was exactly which record it was, but I know she held one of the records here on Frosty Village Plain. She's flying through it. Trident finishing up his first lap, gets caught on the ceiling, unable to hit the ground zipper because of it. So this is giving Pigs an opportunity to kind of catch up. Ooh, it looks like Pigs' stream froze a little bit there.
Yeah.
All right, so hopefully things are holding up on her end internet-wise. But she's doing well, it looks like. Trident got a 29-second lap.
Yeah, Pigs holds a world record for shortcut 1 lap.
Shortcut.
Frosty now with a 11:36.
Oh yeah, really good time. So she got a 25-second lap, which beats Trident's by a bunch. It looks like Trident got a bonk. He must have flown into the tree, probably. He's going to get a much harsher time than he would like. He getting a 1:37. And Pigs is looking to catch a lot of time here on him because of it. Like, the timers aren't synced up completely. So we'll have to see, because Trident started at 7:13. He started his EP. So that'll be a good
1:25 for Pigs on EP.
But she made she did the same thing that Trident did on after Fossil Canyon. Onto EP. Trident is actually also really good at this track. He's very capable of getting sub 1. He's playing in practice at being a top level ATR runner. I believe Trident holds a 23.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So with an 18-second lap, looking well on his way to get a sub 1. Pigs with a 27 first lap. The fun thing about Everfrost Peak is that these players are really only holding A at the beginning just to get to the first zipper, and then from there, well, Pigs unfortunately is probably going to have to hold A for a little bit there, but you're trying to not hold it at all after the first lap. Trident finishes. I actually didn't catch his time. He's really, really fast, though. As he goes to Space Dust Alley, one of the other inbound plains tracks that is an ATR. So both players have plenty of experience on this track, on these two tracks. And Pigs not having a bad time herself, honestly. Gonna be getting a 1:13 very likely. And Trident going through his first lap. He has his 10 bananas. And he's gonna get a nice 27 first lap on Space Dust. So we're coming towards the end of our run. We only have 3 tracks left after this. Oh, Pigs with an extremely harsh bonk.
Oh, shit.
She hit the corner there. Very smart move actually there to go and actually recognize that she could hit that ground zipper. Try it. No blue balloons there on lap 3. Looking like he's having a decent run for sure. He'll look like maybe a 1:15. Never mind. He got a gas cloud right in his way. He's a 1:19. He was on pace for a really good run until that happened. Oh man, really rough. Rough SDA for Peaks here. Trident moves to Star City. Oh, looks like we're gonna get a sync. Okay.
Yeah, now the timers are synced again.
Cool. So we see that Trident is a little bit, probably about a lap and a half ahead in total. Peak's gonna finish out strong here after 2 rough laps. Gonna have a nice 3rd lap on SDA. And Trident, oh, that's such a huge bonk, but Trident able to maneuver his plane. Whoa. Oh my goodness, this is so rough because
that cost a lot of seconds for him. Holy.
Yeah, that was at least 10 plus. That was probably 10 plus seconds, honestly. That was so much time. Because, I mean, Trident was good. He didn't fall all the way to the ground. He was able to get himself onto the bridge. But yeah, that's still really harsh. Peaks with a nice start to her Star City so far. She's gonna, I believe she holds the balloon to go there. I believe I saw that in her races prior. As she does miss the zipper, zipper in the city, but able to grab the balloon that's also going up the ramp, so that way she doesn't have too much to deal with. Trident's gonna get a 1:38 on his. Star City finished out strong after that really harsh 2nd lap. Onto Spaceport Alpha, which is another out of bounds course, but the out of bounds is only on the Japanese version of the game. Ooh, harsh zipper miss. Zippers are really tricky to hit in the plane when you're doing ground zippers. Ooh. And there you go, Trident is out of bounds.
Very clean, very nice from Trident here. And Peaks with a really good 3rd lap. Oh, she misses the balloon, but still a good lap from Peaks.
So Peaks gained quite a bit of time there. Peaks gained about 6 seconds on Trident there overall. But the SDA that Peaks had just really hurt her in this run. She's definitely not going to be happy with it. As Trident moves on to the final track, being Windmill Plains, the hardest out of bounds in this run that these players are going to attempt. There is one harder out of bounds in the run, which is Star City Plane out of bounds, but that you're not going to see that. That is very risky, very tough to pull off.
Peaks got into Obo B2. Very clean too.
Oh yeah, so let's see Trident do this. Trident gets it, loses a little speed, but he does get out of bounds at least.
Nice.
And able to stay in bounds there. However, that's not the end of it. There's going to be plenty of other moments where you can accidentally go back in bounds. As long as you play pretty safe, Trident should successfully do the out of bounds and will complete his run. As Peaks is completing her Spaceport Alpha here, and she'll also move into Windmill Plains now. Alright, Trident's going to finish it up with a 14:04. as Peaks enters into Windmill Plains now to attempt. I assume that she also was going to go for the out of bounds, but we will see what she does. Yep, Peaks is going for the out of bounds. Oh no, she actually does it inbounds. Okay.
But I think it's still possible to get her tournament PB.
I don't know her other times. I wish I did.
She got a 16:02 and a 16:08.
Oh, by far, she is beating. She is getting a new best time here by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless she really like somehow messes up this next lap, she'll be well and clear to get a sub 16. Yep.
.34 second lap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good. That's good considering the fact that she bonked going into the tunnel there. So she'll have a much faster lap here. Like I would expect Peace to most likely pretty much always get a sub 130 on this on a good run. So a 15:47, but split a little late, so a 15:48.
Yeah.
Congrats to both players.
Congrats.
On good runs. Tried its first run in the tournament, and Peags is, I believe, third. And in the tournament PB, possible actual PB. So.
Very good run from both players, and congrats.
Yes.
And a nice debut from Trident Tail. Nice.
Yep. Hello, Trident.
Hey, Trident.
Hello.
Hello, GG's.
GG.
You.
Yeah. I mean, this run, there's definitely some rough moments. But for your first tournament race, it's got to be like good to just get it out of the way. Yeah, you got the out of bounds, and that's when you did the Windmill Plains, it looked a little weird, but I mean, you just lost a little speed. But roll right is true.
Oh,
hello, Peaks.
Hey, Peaks.
Hi.
Congrats on your tournament PB.
Thanks. I don't feel really proud of it, but
I mean, it's still something, I guess. Yeah. Overall, it was I enjoy watching Plane all the time. So it's really fun to watch you guys do really well on the tracks. Both of you handle all the out of bounds that you go for, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, Peaks, you probably got way better times than me on Frosty Village and Star City. So
what did you get on Star City?
Oh, I don't know. It was like a 140 or something, probably.
You got a 138, and Peaks got like a 132.
Yep.
And your Frosty Village was really harsh too, Trident. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, those are my two worst tracks.
Gotcha.
I need to work on those a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is pretty good, though. Not bad.
Yeah. I'm surprised my Frosty Village even was a 25, honestly. It didn't feel that good.
Yeah, we lost. You had a little bit of lag in the middle of that, so it was tough. So like, we missed part of your Frosty Village.
Oh.
But I mean, from what we saw, you were doing real well. So we might have missed the rough parts.
I just don't know where all the zippers are. Like, I can't line it up properly.
Oh, yeah, I have that same problem.
Oh yeah, I got the zippers pretty well, so.
Yeah, I think the first lap I didn't get any of them. The second lap I think I got 2, and then on the third lap I got 1, I think. So it was really bad.
that is an oof.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Out of 9 zippers, I got 3. And of course, I missed a bunch of them, like not in the 4 section.
But see, Jordan, I told you would beat me. How does it feel?
Well, only because I decided to practice last night.
Oh.
I practiced for a little bit.
Oh,
Nice.
I didn't practice at all. I just like got up like 30 minutes before the match started, and I'm like, oh shit.
Today was actually the first time I've done plain percent. This was technically my 3rd run ever.
Gotcha.
So
That was like my 5th completed one.
So we
Peaks
should
is
be
just
getting
about-
into. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I just said Peaks is just about to get the sub 11 here on shortcut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Peaks. This is Peaks' go-to. Always going for the Frosty Village plain shortcut flap.
It's my territory. It's the only thing I'm good at in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a very good run from both of you, and it was very fun to watch.
Mhm.
And I hope we see a lot of more good times from you. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, definitely.
13 next time
13. Yeah,
Mhm.
against Nettie. We pretty much have to, otherwise there's no chance of me winning.
Mhm.
Even if you get a 13, that will just get like a 12, and then you'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
whoops, sorry.
Yeah, my only hope is that he maybe messes up out of bounds or something. I don't know. That's my only hope.
Yeah.
But
We've seen some players mess up windmill planes.
oh, for sure. I mean, it happens all the time.
Oh yeah,
But I'm gonna just go for PB,
definitely.
and if I get a PB and he still beats me, then what can I say?
Exactly.
He's just the man.
Yeah, Nettie's really good. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did to get on the team with him and Giz. Anyways, yeah, thanks to both of you for racing, and I think we're gonna probably end up moving along here to the hover match, which is gonna be Ben versus Andy Panther, I believe.
Ooh.
Yeah, time to
Go
lose.
Andy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good one. Andy Panther played real well against me in our race. And Ben also played really well in the race that I've seen from him, so I'm excited to see this one for sure.
Should
Yeah.
be interesting.
Yeah.
As much as I love my man Andy, I gotta go with my team.
Yep.
Time to lose, gonna take it.
For sure.
kind of like, now I'm kind of stuck playing this game for a while. And I have no, I don't.
All right, hello everybody. We're back with our next match, which is going to be $Ben61 versus Andy Panther. This is going to be a hover percent race, and continuing on in our time to lose versus 2.5 Andy's match. I'm going to be doing this match solo for the commentary. I'm very, very excited about this match. I have raced Andy Panther already, and he was able to beat me. Now he faces Ben, who is also a very good hover player. Ben's PB, I believe, is a 30-13, and he actually tied it in his first race. And Andy Panther's PB, I believe, is a 30-53. these players could have PB'd at this point, and I would not know since I last saw them race. So, hover vehicle is really neat. In that the vehicle movement is in that the players will be snaking back and forth using their joysticks, so they'll be moving back and forth to preserve their speed. As turning in this game, hover gains extra speed because kind of just going straight in hover is a bit odd. All right. Ooh, and Ben already with a slight error. He loaded up car instead of loading hover. So Andy will have a bit of an advantage here. But oh wow, Ben actually getting the double. Missing the zipper, able to at least get the blue balloon. As Ben gets a 16 first lap. However, he is just pretty far behind just based on that. He's about 10 seconds just on menuing alone. So 13 second lap is also real strong. Runs into Diddy a couple of times. As Chloral mentioned was mentioned in the first race by Drac, there's no AI rubber banding, so the AI just kind of do their own thing, and you have to kind of dodge them when you're lapping them later. Because most races we will pass the AI at least once, either at the beginning, and then in hover you don't always pass them a second time, and same in plane. So both players now on Fossil Canyon hover, a really fun hover track. Andy with a 24 first lap. We'll see what Ben does. Misses the zipper. Rough start for Ben here. He's still a really strong hover player, but Andy is also putting in a lot of work. And Andy getting his own form of canyonless there. He actually gets a hover, gets the blue balloon and hover, avoids grabbing that oil, and is able to replicate a bit of canyonless magic, which is usually just a card trick, but can actually be done in hover, I guess. Andy has been going for, I guess, on all the laps up to this point. He's going to get what looks like probably a 112, and Ben is going to be a bit behind that, I believe. But maybe not. Maybe Ben will actually also replicate a 112 despite having a rough first lap. It's going to be a 113 though, so he'll be just about a half second behind on that track alone. Andy opting to just grab the 3 bananas here at the start of JF. I wonder what strat Ben goes for. I know there's 2 different openings that you can go for. It looks like Ben's going to go for the one where you try and grab bananas there. He misses 2 of them, unfortunately. Because the most important thing is to grab, to get as many bananas as you can on the track. But Ben's still going to be able to get 10 bananas here, as long as he grabs the 7th one. He gets an 18 first lap. Then he'll grab the 3 bananas there. And then on the last lap, he'll cross the pond. Andy Panther opts to cross the pond on laps 2 and 3. That's the unique part of hover, is that you can just skip going for the zippers completely, and you can just go forward. And even though there's water in the second part, you certainly don't want to be in the water. Looks like Ben's looking at a very, very strong time as Andy gets a 59. And Ben's going to get a 52. That's a super strong time. Both players that's a huge catch-up for Ben. He gained 7 seconds in that one track alone, and he's now right behind Andy, despite being 10 seconds behind at the beginning. So 4 seconds, he is closed to a 6-second gap only. Very strong play from Ben, and very strong play from Andy as well. Both players getting a sub 1 Jungle Falls is really good, because JF Hover can be tricky with the boosts. Now we're on to Hot Top Volcano Hover. We'll see how these players do it. Andy getting almost every single one of the bananas. He has 6. Ben also has 6. They are neck and neck. Ben gains 3 seconds on lap 1 alone. And Ben's actually going to pass, almost just about pass Andy Panther here. They're in sync in this on this section here. Ben a little bit faster on the edge there, and he's got probably about a half-second lead now. Andy's going to go for the blue balloon there. Going to use it going up the hill. So he will fall behind. He's about 2 seconds behind Ben there on that lap. Ben got a 26th lap, which is super fast. Just really good display of tapping and snaking by Ben, because this track you do a lot of a lot of just pure hover movement with not a lot of boosting on this one. And Andy gets a 130. I didn't catch Ben's final time, but I know it was pretty strong, because he's going to move on to Treasure Caves now. And because of how Treasure Caves opening with where the zipper is placed, you're very likely not going to see many players going for that at all. As we see Ben miss the blue balloon on lap 1. But he will end up with his 10 bananas and a 19 second lap. Andy is going to finish out his lap 1. Also is going to finish out with a 20 lap for his lap 1. And looks like Ben again does not have the balloon. He's doing I'd say maybe just a slightly better job grabbing the wow, Andy getting nice boosts there, and he does cut the boost off properly there. I think if you're going to do that, you definitely only want to be doing it certain parts. And it looks like Andy is actually going to get a better Treasure Caves than Ben. I think Ben got a 54 and a beautiful 51. All right, now on to Crescent Island, and we're going to see Ben opt to go to the left side, and Andy's going to opt to the right to get a couple extra bananas. You can get about 3 or 4 bananas there, and then grab the zipper, which will help you overall. Ben opts to go through the ship on lap 1 and just grab the bananas there. Either thing works. Oh, really rough. So Ben's going to have to go all the way around. So Andy's going to catch up and get a 2.5 second faster lap than Ben. Oh, both players missed the zipper. Andy, I know why Andy missed the zipper. Going over the hill, it's very hard to hit the zipper. But Ben, I don't know how he missed that zipper. He must have just gone a little too far to the right and hit a little bit of bump right before. As we see Ben cut off the drift much earlier than the last one. Which is definitely a safer way to go. And especially in races, sometimes doing those slightly safer strats is good. Ben's going to still get a good time here, despite a rough ending to the first lap. He's going to miss the zipper, but that's fine. He's just going to motor along and get a 121. Andy's not going to be much far behind him in time. He's going to get a 123. So 2 seconds difference there as we move into a couple of default hover tracks. We have Pirate Lagoon, and then we have Whale Bay here. So both players entering Whale Bay. Ben's going to be about maybe 6 seconds ahead. As he does grab he does actually hit the zipper, that second zipper. However, he kind of got caught on it, and he didn't get as much speed as he would like through there. Oh my gosh. So Ben having a really, really, really harsh lap. Andy's going to gain some time here. They're pretty much almost synced. Andy might take a slight lead or at least be very close. Ben missing the zipper there really helped Andy catch up there. But a 19-second lap from Ben, and he is back out to a slight lead. I think a sub 1 is still possible for Ben, and same with Andy. Oh, Andy with a really, really harsh bonk. That is the harshest bonk I've seen in hover in a while. So a 58 for Ben. It looks like Andy's going to follow suit with about the same time. He's going to get a 58. Oh, no. The bonk at the end, he gets a 1 minute. He lost pretty much a second and a half just to that. Ben getting pushed off of the zipper by Diddy and what looked like Bumper. No big deal for no big deal in total there. Just gonna be a little slower on the first lap. Unable to actually grab the balloon, so he will get a 20 lap for lap 1, and Andy is gonna finish up his lap here, and he's gonna get a 19 lap, so he gains a little bit of time. And Andy on lap 2 actually opting to do the time trials strat with the balloons, whereas Ben on all the laps on laps 2 and 3 opted for the banana, or opted to grab the blue balloon, my bad, and use it here at the end. Looks like Ben's gonna get a 51 in hover on Whale Bay. Andy also looking for a similar time himself, looking real strong. If he can get that zipper, he will get a 51, yeah. So he might have actually gotten a slightly faster one with a 51.22. Now we're moving on to EP Hover. EP Hover is one of the funnest hover tracks because of exactly what Ben did right there, which is ground zipper into air zipper, flying down the initial hill of Everfrost Peak down to the ice. And almost a really, really nice boost from Ben. He did miss. He did touch the wall a little bit and kind of bounce. Let's see how he does on this. Oh, he was just a little short. He had a slightly too laggy boost where he landed right underneath the zipper instead of getting it. And Andy's going to get it on lap 2, but his positioning was a little off. Oh, wow. Wow, that cave boost from Ben out of the cave. He was so fast. He flew past the zipper underneath the little snow bridge, or the little snow arch, I should call it. And Ben's looking at a very, very strong timer. Andy with a 26-second lap. All right, so Ben having this, he's going to completely pretty much ignore that, and he's going to get like a 1:15. Wow. 1:15.15 is a very, very strong time on Everfrost Peak Hover. Cool. Big boost from Andy as well. Looks like he's going to get about a 120, maybe a 120 with the boost. Ben starting off Walrus Cove. Andy will be joining him there in a few seconds. Looks like Ben's opened up about a 15 or so second lead, though, at this point. 17 seconds just in total between all the tracks that have happened. He's opened a pretty nice lead for himself. But Andy is definitely more than capable, but I think Ben's going to have to make a few mistakes for Andy to be able to get very close, at least in this early stage. FFL is very tough. The later two sets of hover tracks are consists of rather long hover tracks and pretty technical tracks. All right, so Ben on his lap 2, Andy finishing lap 1 with a 34. Yeah, Ben opting to use his balloon where I use it as well, which is on that hill. I find that trying to connect the boost with the zipper is a bit tricky for me, so I just opt to do it that way. But what Andy's doing is also a very viable strat, which is Andy is using it a little bit before the magnet balloon that's there at the end. So he's going to use it there, and he's going to hit the zipper. He gets a 31:56 lap, so very good. Looks like Ben is looking at a very strong time here. He's gonna get bounced around and not actually be able to hit the zipper at all. But good on him just to not even try for it and waste time, but just to go forward. He got a 1:36. That's a strong Walrus Cove hover. One of the better times on this course we've seen in the tournament itself. As he moves to Snowball Valley, Andy is getting a 1:38, so that's another 2 seconds gained by Ben. All right, let's see. I think there was a little bit of timer sync done, so let's see how this plays out. Oh no, Ben with a really big boost, but he boosted right into the wall on a head bonk, so he will lose quite a lot of time. There's about almost 20 seconds, I believe, between the two players at this point. Ben with a 17 lap 2 as well. Good time for him. Andy got a really nice... This is one of Andy's better hover tracks. So I expect that he will very likely get a better time than Ben on this. But a 51 is still no time to slouch at, honestly. That's the thing. But it looks like Andy's looking at a sub 50 again. He got a 45 when in his last race. A 46 is nothing. A 46 is so much time gained comparatively. I think Ben here on Frosty Village opts to do the shortcut. He's gonna cut the boost short there. Opts for a couple more bananas. I like that. I like that decision. Gonna have 6 bananas here going into the first set of zippers. Misses that first one. Yeah, and Andy does not do the shortcut, so this will be interesting to see how this plays out. Ben is also capable of getting really good times with his shortcut. I believe he got a 121 in a race that either when he raced me for practice or in another race he's done. But he's really good at getting that turnaround and lining up. Oh, just rough, just pretty rough. He gets only 1 zipper twice. So that's going to give Andy a chance to get some really good time save in total on this. Yep, so Ben grabbing the checkpoints. I want to see what times these players end their second laps to see about what the difference is. So Andy ends at 10 something, and Ben ends his a little later. But however, it's hard to tell because of the fact that Ben's last lap is super short. So yeah, and he opts, instead of going for all the play through that area, he gets a 128 and he finishes up. I think Andy will get maybe a slightly faster time though. It's gonna be close. I think they're gonna even out. Yeah, they even out 128 for both players. I think that whatever you're more comfortable with when it comes to that track is the strategy that the players should use. If you can do the shortcut really well, you're probably saving more time. But if you're not very good at the shortcut, then it might not be very optimal. As we see both players now on Haunted Woods Hover, both players are going to opt to skip going for the first boost, for the first ground zipper. It's just really tough to get. You have to time a jump perfectly, pretty much, to land on it, and then you have to use that to transfer and do a side bonk or use your B button to get a sharp turn into the second zipper in order to get a really nice time, a really nice lap. Otherwise, if you mess that up, you're just losing all your speed. So let's see what Ben gets here. It looks like he misses the last zipper, so he'll get a 56. Let's see what Andy gets. I think he opts for the inside zipper, which is also the zipper that I opt for, and he's going to get a 56 as well. Now he's going to get a 55, so slight time save. All right, now let's see if Ben can make this connection work. He barely misses touching the zipper, but he does get some bananas. As Andy is going to opt for the ground zippers and opt for the bananas there. He doesn't bother to go for that second zipper on lap 1. I'm sure he goes for it on laps 2 and 3 though. So he's going to save this balloon. I wonder what type of strat he's going to use here. Okay, I see what he does. So he saves the balloon and he actually uses the air zipper, which is actually part of the world record strat for time trials for this track, is hitting that. Ben, unable to connect the blue balloon with the zipper. I find that that's really difficult on the hover. Lap 1 is a little bit easier because your snaking isn't quite as pronounced usually. Oh, bonking and missing that zipper. Which means that Ben was unable to use the boost to go boost into a blue balloon. Oh, he connects there. Just with the NTSC version of the game, it's quite difficult to actually get the proper boost, like lagless boost that's necessary. As Andy actually does connect, he gets the connection. He touches the bottom of the air zipper off of using the blue balloon into the ground zipper. It's quite interesting how the differences between hover and car when it comes to boosting. So a lot of times in hover, you wanna be boosting after your ground zippers. However, in car, you want to use your blue balloons into a boost. The exception is windmill planes for that, where you're gonna boost after you hit the ground zipper. Or no, sometimes there's a couple exceptions where you'll boost before, like you're trying to use your boost to gain more speed into the air zipper or into the zipper to get to on the hill on windmill planes, but usually you're gonna be boosting after a zipper in hover. All right, so it looked like Andy used the blue balloon to get up the hill. Narrowly avoided the ceiling. Honestly, that's really tough. It's a really tough thing to do. Ben having a nice Greenwood Village hover. Ooh, avoiding all that stuff. Gonna do the zippers. Gonna activate his. He's not opting for the balloon in hover. I feel like that might be the better strat than going for the balloon. I feel like the balloon loses a little bit more time in hover. Andy Panther with a 27-second lap here on Greenwood Village. Looks like Ben's gonna finish with a 123. We'll see what Andy finishes with here. Oh, I see. Okay, so Andy goes a little bit up the hill, which is a good way to boost. You definitely don't want to boost before the hill because you'll get flown into the ceiling. Looks like Andy might also be getting like a 125-ish time. Oh, but Pipsy prevents him from getting... Pipsy kind of prevents him, as both players are now going to move into the final default hover track, Boulder Canyon. And by default, I mean it's a track that you do in adventure mode. And obviously hover is the only vehicle on this track. So Ben's going to get a 28 first lap. He has 8, and he only got 8 bananas there, so he still has like... So usually we do have 10 bananas on this track by the time we're done. I believe he missed a couple of bananas here in the tunnel. So he grabs 1. But gonna have and it looks like Ben's gonna have like about a 25-second lap here. Andy, with a bit of a rough time there, he wasn't able to get the second zipper on lap 2. So they're just about 1 lap behind, a little under a lap behind for Boulder Canyon lap. Because Andy gets a 26-second lap, which was just about 1 second slower than Ben. Is now Ben's going to move into the final trophy race of Future Funland. Or, yeah, the final world, not trophy race. But Space Dust Alley is a very fun hover track. I think hover is my favorite version of this track. So I really like the amount of it feels smooth to play Space Dust Alley and Hovercraft. It's so good. Ben's gonna use the double balloon to get to the air zipper, and he's gonna then use the air zipper to boost up the little hill there. Oh, Ben unable to get the blue balloon there. Andy Panther has his double. Oh, he does not lose it. He phased right through the magnet balloon. So we're going to see him use the triple boost here and skip the air zipper completely. Or no, he's not going to skip the air zipper. And he got a pretty decent boost himself. Air zippers are really finicky in this game. You can easily mess it up and really send yourself lose pretty much all your speed. As Ben with a 32-second lap, he unfortunately meets the boulder on his way. Oh, and Andy on lap 2 had a good boost, just a little too far to the right, and he bonked Ben on lap 3. Wow, I felt a bit of deja vu, only the other side of the course, or of that archway. Ben bonking on the left, Andy Bank bonking on the right. Ben looking like he's going to still get a sub 140, possibly. We'll see how this turns out. If he can grab this balloon. Nope. He missed the balloon on every lap, so he'll get a 1, and he'll end up with a 143. the last 143 you can get, a 143.99. Andy Panther making his way in his lap 3 as Ben moves to Dark Moon Caverns. Andy's gonna boost Ground Zipper up. Really nice boost from Andy there. He has capabilities now with this balloon to actually save some time. I don't think he will though. He's gonna be about a little over a half second worse on that track. But Andy might still well be on way to a PB. Honestly, I don't know the pace. Both players are capable of 30s, and they've both gotten 30s in a race, so I can see Andy getting a PB here if he has a good FFL. All right, both players maneuvering through this really treacherous terrain here on Dark Moon, and then the last part being the last 1/3 of every lap pretty much being a loop-de-loop. As Andy Panther gets a 39 first lap, and Ben is finishing up his second lap here in a second. He's going to get a 36. This track is very tough. Ben actually opting to not go for the ground zipper there. I'm not sure if he did that on every lap. That is I feel like that is a bit of a viable strat if you don't want to, if you're not 100% on grabbing the zipper. But I think Ben might have also just missed it. Either way, both players looking pretty strong in this run. With only 2 tracks to go from here, Ben putting on a really good batch. Andy not too far behind as well. He's about 1 Dark Moon Cavern lap behind, which is quite a lot of time considering. And I feel like Andy's actually played really well for this race. So Ben might be on some real nice pace here. But just looking at the clock, I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking that 30, it's more looking like a 30 for Ben than a possible like PB into the 29s, honestly. And Andy probably looking more like he's going to get close to his PB. All right. Star City Hover, a very kind of wacky track. The city section's kind of interesting. We'll see if anybody goes for any bridge jumps or anything like that. On lap 1, both players are going to opt for those 3 bananas, but from here, not sure if they're going to go for anything more. Ben getting hit by an oil, not very good for him. Loses 2 bananas in the process. Gonna finish out his lap 2. As Andy is on lap 3, and he is a decent chunk behind in time, but still having a good race. I feel like if Ben's playing to his PB, then Andy is playing to his as well. That's the thing. So Andy thought about a bridge jump. I think he realized he didn't have enough speed. So smart idea to not go for that. Gonna grab the zipper and get around the corner. The zippers, those first 2 are very tricky in Star City. As Ben's going to get a 137, Andy's also got a good lap here going with a 30.98, a really good lap. So Ben entering Spaceport Alpha, where he will no doubt go for the shortcut, because he loves his shortcuts. This shortcut is his favorite in the entire game. Yep, here we go. Gotta remember, he grabs both checkpoints there. No one wants to pull a fiche and miss a checkpoint in Spaceport Alpha. I mean, obviously it's not just me doing it, but most notably I did that in my tournament race against the Andy Panther. So Ben is looking on some hot pace. I don't believe he can PB. It's gonna be really close. He has to get 230 laps to get real close. So he's playing just off of his PB, honestly. Ooh. I hope he got the checkpoint. I don't 100% know how the checkpoint works. With the second checkpoint of it. But Ben knows exactly where those checkpoints are. For the back half, at least. I believe it's going to work because he was able to do that turnaround. So 31. Andy Panther also looking on some real nice pace. Andy opts to not do the shortcut, I believe. He just goes for a normal laps. All right. Ben looking to finish up here. He will once again be just off of his PB. A very strong race from Ben. It's going to come down to being okay, I think his timer and his timer and stuff might not be 100% synced. But he split on a 30-15. I think I remember in tournaments past that his stuff hasn't been 100% synced. Andy looking to get just over a 31. Which is nothing to be ashamed of. That's a really good race regardless. A really nice final vent for Andy as he takes his home stretch. Ooh, able to get that boost off. I'm so bad at getting that off after I hit the air zipper. So Andy's going to finish up here with looks like a 31.01. Boom. I think Andy split on a 31.02, but it is a 31.01. So congrats to both players on playing with each of them playing within 10 seconds of their PB, which is absolutely insane. All right, so let's see if we can get both players to come in here. All right. We'll again have I'll try to keep this as brief as possible because of the car match. Hello, both players, Andy and Ben. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Congrats to both of you on playing within 10 seconds of your PB. As far as I know, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I ended up with a +2.
Yep. And unless Andy's gotten better than a 30-53, that was within 10.
Looks like you played well, Ben.
Yeah. You got a 30-15 despite losing 10 seconds in the beginning. That's insane. So.
Yeah, apparently I wanted to play car person or something.
Yeah.
I did not really expect to win here. I knew that I theoretically had a chance, but it wasn't in my hand, so I didn't really play to be consistent. Maybe I made some more mistakes, but I just tried to go as fast as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see any glaring errors or mistakes on your part, honestly.
I'm still a bit mad about Frosty Village, like getting a 28 lap one and then just screwing up the next 2 laps that's rough.
Yeah, I must have missed a lot of that.
28 first lap is really good.
A wonderful triple.
Ben's shortcut was a bit rough, to say the least. To say the least.
Yeah, but I mean, I still prefer the shortcut there because
definitely.
I feel like most of the lag is at the beginning of the race, so I avoid that completely.
Mm-hmm. I love Frosty Village. It's one of, if not my favorite hover track.
Mm-hmm.
And my Fossil Canyon was fantastic. Not sure if it was a PB, but it was my second 112 ever. It was
that's really good.
Amazing.
For what track?
Fossil Canyon.
Fossil Canyon.
Yeah, Fossil Canyon is a really fun track in hover. And I saw that Ben almost, I think you might have actually gotten the tournament best Jungle Falls there. I have a similar time in my race with Andy, but both of you put up so Andy put up another really strong Snowball Valley. Holy cow, you're really good at that track.
I didn't even like that one because yesterday I locally recorded the 43.
Yeah, but I mean, getting 3 seconds slower in a race still isn't bad on that track. Ben, I felt bad you completely face bonked.
Dude, I wanted to get the key, dude.
I know you wanted that key.
Yeah,
both of you guys.
the double zipper caught me off guard.
Yeah. All right.
Wanted to go play icicle pyramid.
Yeah. Gotta work on those manipulation strats.
Yeah, I mean, I was going for car at the beginning, so
Yeah. Definitely. All right. Well, I figure we'll get a moving into the car race. Anything either of you want to say before we go to intermission?
well, take out the time I lost at the beginning, and that's technically a PB, and I'm getting really close to 29. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're doing real well.
Yeah, now.
And actually, all my times so far in the 3 races I've done are 5 seconds or 4 seconds winning each other. So
that's really good. I wish I could say that. All right. And Andy.
Now the other Andy will be racing Aspo. I wish the players good luck. I will not have the chance to watch it, but I will watch everything later.
Awesome. Yep. Well, thank you to you both for the race and for coming in and doing a little interview. And we'll go and set up for the car race, Asbo versus Andy Bundy.
Alright. GG's, Andy.
GG's.
GG.
race. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to now the car race between Asbo and Andy Bundy. We see Asbo doing some salt cure jump practice, and we have Andy Bundy sitting waiting on Greenwood Village for the race. I'm sure that both players will get into their respective positions soon.
I'm back too.
Yes, and Coral is here with me.
Yeah, car percent is my territory, so I think I can say a little bit more for the races here instead of playing. Yeah.
Yes.
We will see, and I'm very excited about this one. As you said, maybe it's not even a close race, but I think it's getting still excited because if maybe Espo can go for a new time, sub 22.
Yes.
Because Espo is a very motivated and dedicated DKR player, and I'm pretty sure he tries to get the sub. Oh, it's starting now.
Starting. Yep.
Yes.
Very, very quick start, but we're on our way in Greenwood Village.
Mm-hmm. Good luck to both runners.
Yes.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Espo, don't take the balloon on Greenwood Village. It's not a huge difference. You can do both threads.
Yep. All right, and Andy's making his way through. Andy Bundy's a bit of a newer player. He doesn't have quite as much car experience or in general, and Asbo has grinded car very heavily in time trials, so he has a lot of knowledge of these tracks.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of strats that Andy Bundy does, and see what type of progress he'll make throughout this tournament.
Yeah, Andy surely knows that he's a little bit behind Espo's skill level, but I think he's still trying his best
to
get a good time. And Espo is about to finish the first race on Greenwood Village with the 1:7, and that's a good pace.
That's a pretty good run, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. One thing I noticed is that Andy, when he's not using the drift to go up the hill, he's just driving straight up it. And that's a lot slower than drifting up the hill on Greenwood Village. He finishes up. Asbo's on Walrus Cove. Does not grab any of those extra bananas.
Espo tried to get the 3 bananas in the tunnel. Very rough to get, and he gets a double balloon. I don't think that was his plan, but...
Yeah, no. Oh my gosh. He got himself in such a bad spot.
Oh shit. Oh,
yeah.
Now he's getting nervous. I'm sure. That's not good for him and his time on Walrus Cove. I think last time he had a 1:20 on Walrus Cove, and that's a really good time.
Yeah. So looks like he's obviously playing well everywhere except for to see if he can avoid it this time. Yes, he can. All right, and he avoids the mine that was right there. The spike ball. So Andy's now on lap 2 of Walrus Cove. Opting to use the balloon there because he missed the first zipper. Yeah.
Oh, Aspo goes for the... He tried the time trial jump.
He tried the hopper jump.
Yes.
Yes. It's a 129, so a very, very rough Walrus Cove from Asbo.
Yeah, he can do better. He knows that, but it's nice to see that he still tried the jump at the end.
Oh, yeah.
If he got it, he could save a lot of seconds, maybe. So let's go on Everfrost Peak with Aspo, and a rough point from Andy Bandy.
Yeah, he's just, I don't think he's 100% used to how that little drift section works in the beginning in that section of Walrus Cove right after the tunnel.
We got a 26 first lap from Espo, sorry.
No, you're right. I was gonna say he was he took some sharp turns and just kind of went up the hill a couple times, which will come with time as you play more. You'll get used to that. All right, Asbo moving into lap 3 with a 26, another 26, so a rougher start to EP for Asbo.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit frustrated about that because he knows he can go for a very quick jump, and it won't work. He has a lot of now he got it.
Yeah.
Not super fast, but solid.
116 EP car. Definitely capable of better, but at the same time, still not that bad.
And now we're in Space Dust Asbo, as I call it.
Yeah, Space Dust Asbo, I like it.
He got the 2 world records on time trials, and he's very good at it.
Yeah.
Let's see how we do it in balloon race. And
I think he also has the balloon race record as well.
Yeah, it's true. Sorry, I forgot. Yes.
He has all the records on this track. He likes this track a lot. He opts with only one balloon. He opts to do the bridge strat.
Oh, and Andy go for the balloon and the zipper. Quite in a chain. Interesting strat. And
Asbo going a bit counterintuitive with how your balloons are usually used, where he used the balloon after the boost for cars. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad. Ooh. The rough terrain just sometimes it's hard to keep yourself going right towards that balloon after that. So a rough ending to second lap for Asbo, but still not a bad time. As he loses the balloon, him and Andy Bundy are about 2 laps apart. Asbo is gonna opt not to go for the bridge, probably because of the CPU on lap 3.
Oh no, Andy lost the bridge part. Sadly.
Yeah. As we see a 1.
That 31. Was very good from Andy. You saw that. Nice.
Yeah, I did.
He got the zipper in the tunnel and the balloon. No boings. That's rough.
That's really clean. Yeah, good job. Very clean. Very clean tunnel on lap 1. Ooh.
And Asbo entered
trees.
Dark Moon Caverns.
Yeah.
Goes for a fast jump, but got a boink, sadly.
Yeah. All right. So Asbo is probably going to get about a 33, 34 lap.
Andy Bandy going for the 3rd lap on Space Dust Alley.
Bonks was able to get the balloon.
Damn it.
Yeah, he was able to use the balloon to at least get himself back up to speed. I don't think that's necessarily the best strategy sometimes with that. Like when you bonk, it can work sometimes, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think as you get more time playing, you kind of figure out your own style with how you use balloons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Asbo, a really shaky start to lap 3 there on Dark Moon, all sorts of drifts all over the place. Unable to grab the zipper, and then also didn't grab a blue balloon.
Anybody starts with Dark Moon Caverns now. So yeah, 1.5 minutes ahead.
Yeah. Oh, Asbo, he went for the Dark Moon Caverns shortcut. He did not get it. All shortcuts are allowed in these races we saw in Hover, but the same is also in car and plane. A car doesn't have any usable shortcuts in these races because most of the times it takes way too long to set up to actually do a car shortcut. Besides Dark Moon, if you can go for Dark Moon, and it will only you will gain about a second if you do it really well, but you will also lose 1 or 2 seconds if you don't get it because of how that works. And also, if you do get it and you void out, that's an entire lap gone.
Oh,
25,
21.
Yeah, 25-21 from
Strong first lap.
strong first lap. Yep. See if he can get a 23 or 24 lap here. Good start. Oh boy, he ran right into that, but luckily he was able to recover.
Had
it
no
well enough.
chance. He had no chance to avoid that. That was right in the middle of the curve. Oh shit.
Yeah, that was really, really unfortunate. Yep.
And Andy Bandy now in the third lap on Darkmoon Caverns.
hmm
They're doing a great job here, but sadly.
Oop, Asbo missing the balloon on 2 of the 3 laps will end up with a 115. And Andy's
That's a solid
finishing up his.
time.
Yep,
That's a
Andy's
good time.
finishing up his dark moon. Looks like he's going to get just about a 158, 157. Oh, gonna be a little less because he did not have a super successful transfer from one loop-de-loop to the other.
Oh, what happens there on Asbo? He started with plane?
Oh, maybe he just did a menuing error.
Oh shit.
Wait, Asbo's doing the car shortcut? Okay.
What?
No, Asbo missed the Asbo missed it. So a lot of time lost there. He knew he missed it because of the wrong way showing up, so he went back and he redid it.
Yeah.
You don't usually see people doing the car shortcut. It's just as fast and fine to do it the other way as well.
I'm not pretty sure is that really helps now for him, but we will see.
I mean, if anything, it's going to lose a little more time because. But I mean, if he likes to do the shortcut, he can do it. But like it's more likely in car when you bonk a CPU that it's going to be more harsh.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has to be careful. He had to be careful there to not like get completely wrecked. And I think he actually missed a trigger. So.
But we saw it's the first time in the tournament, right? On car percent.
Yeah, the first time someone's done it on car. So I bet Asbo goes for a normal lap here. No, he doesn't. He's gonna do it again. But he does get it this time. He gets the trigger. I think he missed the second trigger.
Yeah. Probably.
So, he's not gonna be happy with his run, but he's gonna be but it's very likely gonna be because this wasn't the best I think he missed it again. See, the triggers are so funky in car. I mean, I only recently completed an actual car shortcut, and Asbo's just gonna restart the race. So these players are actually pretty much just on even footing now.
Yeah.
Asbo's gonna reset and just take a normal race, very likely.
Andy Bandy got a really good third lap on Star City.
Nice.
This was very clean, to say that.
Nice.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, I was more trying to see about Asbo getting the shortcut. I don't think he'll try that again.
I think it's gonna be very hard now to get a new PB for Asbo here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he lost a chance out of 21 on this track. But I think it seemed like doing that he definitely wanted to I think that if he can probably completely just forget this spaceport.
Mm-hmm.
If he can, I mean, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to 100% forget it, but yeah. All right, Andy getting through the vent. He's on lap 2. And Asbo's finishing his lap 2.
Andy Bandy with a balloon. Go for a double balloon.
Oh wow, his wheel got stuck in it. Because I thought it was just on the side, but I guess the wheel was actually stuck in the actual pillar there. Asbo's going to get another triple. So a really good race from Asbo here. He's going to get a 133 or 134. So that's a good race.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that the first race didn't work out, honestly. But it happens. Now on to Haunted Woods. As they're just about halfway through the races, to be honest. A lot of the races from here are tracks that are ATR car tracks. but also are just very highly played time trial tracks for car. As Asbo's got a 17:50 first lap on the Woods.
He went for a very very not risky ending, but still missed the zipper. I think he's quite angry about that.
Yeah.
Now he got it with a 16-second lap.
Yeah, he missed the first zipper. I guess he just kind of just drove over. He wasn't drifting. Maybe I feel like sometimes that has an effect on that zipper. That zipper is so weird in every vehicle. So we got a 50, which is definitely not what Asbo wants. He knows he knows that he can get a better time, but regardless, on to Windmill Plains we go. And this is a track that Asbo is also really good at.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. How he's doing the jumps now.
So he did the first lap. He did the ground zippers. I would expect to see him to do the balloons like you do on laps 2 and 3.
Yeah, we're doing totally different there. But I'm still not sure what's better. If it's better to go for the zipper or taking the balloon. Oh, nice ending from Asbo with a 31:28 first lap. Going into the zipper. Oh, and the boink. That jump had potential because he got a lot of speed, but was not able to complete it.
Yeah, look like
Andy Bendy here. Andy Bendy now on Windmill Plains 2. For a very safe tunnel, Andy, but that's okay.
Oh, massive jump from Asbo, but he landed right next to the tree.
Oh, damn it. Yes.
Nice bumper in his way, but he gets right past him. He's got to avoid Diddy, and Diddy puts him into the tree, of course. Again, CPU's just being a nuisance.
Diddy's not a friend here.
No.
And Asbo ended up with Windmill Plains, and the next track is Snowball Valley.
Yes. So we only have, I believe, 3 more tracks from menu, and then we have final 3 tracks are the ATR tracks done from the Dino Trophy race after Snowball for Asbo, with Frosty Village, Treasure Caves, and Crescent Island left before we go to Ancient Lake.
That was a very, very unlucky boing for Asbo there.
Yeah.
And the Snowball too. Holy damn it. A cursed second lap.
Not a good second lap.
19. Let's see. For the last round. He got the balloon.
47. A rough second lap because he hit the snowball, otherwise it could run from him.
Now we see Andy Bandy on Snowball Valley. I think my stream is a little bit behind. Like 3 seconds maybe?
Perhaps.
You're always a little bit faster.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm excited for the jump. I'm pretty sure Asbo will go for the Soldier jump.
Oh, he missed it on lap. He missed. He missed the zipper.
Looks like a ghost zipper.
So there's a little bit of terrain to the right of the zipper, and he might have hit it right before. He might have tapped it right before, and then that just caused you to miss it completely. It's really rough.
Yeah.
Even though it looks like he'll go over it, Asbo just misses it.
Andy Bandy. What's the power of the snowball?
56, good time. Asbo, a little off on the angle, goes right into the post.
Oh.
That's a very rough bonk. He does have. It's good backup to grab that balloon though, for sure.
Yeah. That was a good decision.
Yes.
He got good speed for the jump.
So 116, a rough Frosty Village. As
He
we
knows he can do better, definitely.
Mhm.
Treasure caves.
Mhm.
And Nibandy with a jump. He goes for the safe jump.
Yeah.
But he did well. Very well.
Mhm. I think many of the players in this tournament will be doing that. A few players like yourself and Asbo will do the salt cure jump, but a lot of players will take it a bit safer.
Very risky, yes.
That the jump in general is also just difficult to execute, like angle wise. So
yeah, the setup is very important in front of the zipper, in my opinion, to get a good jump and fast jump. But
yeah, Asbo is gonna get a 43 here. As Andy Bundy's now on lap 3 of Frosty Village, gets a huge jump down. Asbo's going to see Crescent Island now. He has one lap. After this, he will be moving on to the Dino Domain Trophy, where he will do the last 3 tracks. And Andy from here will be moving to Treasure Caves. So he's going to get a 141. I think he missed a lot of zippers on lap 3. I was kind of switching between both players to see what they were doing.
There's a good, very good ship part from Asbo. That was very clean, and ending was clean. Kind of clean too.
Yeah, he had a little bit of hiccup, but an overall good lap. Yep, he's looking at another good lap here. Oh, tire stuck on the left side of the little drawbridge onto the ship, and but overall pulling out that really nice ending. 107.
Oh yeah, that was good, definitely.
Yeah. You had a really nice 22 earlier on that 22 lap for doing that. I was like, oh, that's really nice. I like when players go for that way of doing that, even though it's a bit more difficult. And now Asbo's onto Ancient Lake, and we see Andy Bundy on Treasure Caves.
And he ended up with a 58, blank 58.
Nice.
Asbo got all his balloons with an 11-second lap. That's very strong.
Yep.
Good ending.
36 is a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ancient Lake is sometimes hard to replicate, like times like 34s and 35s all the time. Sometimes just get a laggy zipper, little issues with the balloons, and next thing you know, you got like a 36. But it's still a good time. As Asbo is now moving into Fossil Canyon, doing canyon list, gonna get a nice canyon list there. Also got a nice pond jump as well off of a lagless zipper.
The 20s, 33 is a very good first lap.
As Andy drifted a bit too much, did not get into the ship from the bottom, instead had to use the top.
That can happen very quickly.
Yeah.
It was a good decision from Andy to go for the longer way at the end, because he got a not that good setup, but his decision was really good.
Definitely. As Asbo gets a 102, good time. As he moves into the final track, he'll end with a pretty high 23 here. But I mean, really, outside of one track, Asbo's run was really strong.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. He won't be happy with the time, but he can be happy with most of the run, I think.
And Asbo is in the last lap of his run. here on Jungle Falls. Tried for go for the foot jump. It was a good tunnel.
39. All right, so he gets a 23.58. As Andy Bundy had a little bit of issues with boosting with angles. Kind of just was in the sand for most of it. So he'll be finishing up his JF, or finish up his Ancient Link and moving on to Fossil Canyon here.
A good ending.
Yeah.
Pipsy. Oh, Pipsy.
Yeah, Pipsy got in the way a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now we see Andy Bandy on Fossil Canyon. Go around the pond for the bananas. Always a good choice if you get a lag zipper.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are not able to get a good first jump.
Then if you can get 10 bananas earlier, it'll help you on the later laps.
Oh, yes.
Get more speed. Oh, misses the zipper a little bit. His angle is a bit off. Yeah, rough. You can see him. Oh, he attempted to get the canyonless. Canyonless is a very tricky thing to go for.
But still a good try, though.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good to see he just try it. I love that.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta jump, solid jump. Oh, Timber ate the bubble so that Andy Bundy wouldn't have to. All right, so we move into the final track. We move into Jungle
Falls.
Well, maybe we see the sub 27 for Andy Bandy.
Yep, I believe we will. I don't know what Andy's times are that he's been getting in his runs. So this could be a PB. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I think I watched the stream some minutes ago, and I think it was a high 22 if I'm right. So it's gonna be his PB probably. But I'm not sure. We have to ask him. This is 17, second lap.
Finishes with a 26.58.
Yeah, so sad. It's sub 27. Nice.
Yep.
GG to both players.
GG. Hello, Aspo.
Hop in for commentary. Hey, Andy.
Hello,
hey,
Andy.
Aspo. GG.
Howdy, thank you.
Tell us.
So for the past 2 days, I've been practicing the shortcut in SPA, and I've on average finished 5-6 seconds better on the shortcut than on the normal routing.
Gotcha.
And I felt pretty confident I was doing it. I had 10 attempts in a row before stream or before my run, and I got them all the time. There was no problem.
Yeah.
And then this shit happens. So I was I missed the checkpoint twice. I'm not sure if I missed the first or the second turnaround.
I couldn't tell.
Yeah, it was really hard to.
Well, the first one. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and then what went through my mind was okay, can I actually finish in 8th and still be able to continue, or do I have to win the race? So I just felt like restarting there was the best option. But I lost 2 minutes off it.
At this point, you were equal. As you restarted, you both started on SDA.
I'm sorry that you had to witness that. I just wanted to I thought it was the best way for me to try and do it. But yeah, other than that, I had two gold splits in Windmill Plains and in Space Dust Alley, I believe. So
nice.
SDA, nice.
So, and it was and the Fossil Canyon was also really good. I almost had a sub 1 minute pace there, but I missed the last blue balloon.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
I mean, outside of that one race, you put on a fantastic show. You did really well. I mean, I think on the first one it looked like you missed the second checkpoint, but I could not tell on the second try what you missed.
Nah,
so I have no clue.
But I was very surprised to try that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a risk that you took, and obviously didn't 100% pay off. But I'm sure if you working at it, I feel like you'll be able to get it if you want to keep trying it.
Yeah, I think at least for me, it's more consistent if I get it though, because I usually end on like 130, 131s, and when I do like the other one, like the normal way, I get like high 130, like 138, 139s. So it could be a big save for me at this point. But yeah, never mind. GG Andy, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, GG's.
Yeah, Andy, what do you say about your run?
It could have been better. I had practiced earlier and actually PB'd, didn't record it, of course, but I got about 22 seconds over what I did earlier, so I'm kind of mad about that. Just little things here and there, missing zippers and missing bananas and stuff like that. And it's just, I think, something that's going to come with more practice, and
sure,
I'll get there eventually. But yeah, Asbo, thanks for taking it easy on me and restarting an entire race.
I mean, I full on panicked there when I was like 1.5 minutes in. I know the AIs were they were at freaking third lap. I'm in second lap, and yeah. So I thought, I don't know what the rules are. Like, can you actually finish in 8th? You just have to complete the race, right? So
yeah, you probably could. You probably could have kept going.
Continuing would have been the best.
Maybe yes.
Yeah, but then again, I got like a really clean SPA on the restart.
That was real nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it added up, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So we
Good
have
job, you too.
Yeah, good job. And so we're gonna have more action coming up next. We have a plain percent race between Nettie from the end, and we have Trident from 2.5 Andes. So that'll be a fun one. Very excited, as Nettie's one of my teammates, and we also have obviously Andy Bundy, who's Trident's teammate. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to see how our teams perform next. Thank you all. Thank you both for the race, and thank you, Chloral, for commentating this one with me.
Yeah, well, it was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good one.
Have a good one.